Hey everybody, welcome to the installation video for the bell tower mod by FlipMods, available at flipmods.com. The first step of the installation process is to turn off the power on the machine. Then remove the pinballs and lift the playfield in the upright position. Once the playfield is in the upright position, let's locate the harness that's attached to the bell tower that controls the two flashers, the red and the white flasher that points at the Ravencroft. Okay, so this is it right here. Simply disconnect it, pulling it apart. And on step two. Thought it'd be a little easier to tape a piece of wire to this plug here so that when you pull it through, you can easily pull it back by pulling this wire. Once the wire harness under the playfield is disconnected, you're going to have to unscrew these two screws on the bell tower to disconnect the bell tower from the mount inside the bell tower. Alright, I got the screws taken out, so now the bell tower is loose and ready to be removed. I'm just going to lift it up and over, pull the wire harness through the playfield that we disconnected before. Here you can see my wire that I taped up. I'm going to disconnect this tape, take this tape off, and then keep this wire here for when I have to pull the wire harness back onto the playfield. It'll make it a little bit easier. Once the bell tower is completely removed from the machine, you're going to have to unscrew these two screws on the roof here. This one screw on the right side and this one screw on the left side. It's easier if you do the roof first, so let's go ahead and do the roof. Alright, just like that, bell tower is taken apart. Now that we have the bell tower apart, we need to install the panels. I recommend starting with the left panel. The first thing you want to do is take the backing of the double-sided tape off and align it this hole to this hole and the window to the window. Now if the flasher boards get in the way, you can simply bend the mount here back just a little bit. Otherwise, if you don't want to do that, I will be including larger spacers here that'll push the boards up a little bit. Okay, so let's line up the bottom hole in the window. Alright. Once the left side's on, let's go over to the right side. Take the double-sided backing off again. Line up the bottom hole in the top window. And we're in place. Now, let's move on to the front. But before that, if you purchase the Illumination kit, we need to mount the bulb on the interior of the bell tower on the left side. So that's right here. The reason for that is because on the Premium and LE, there is actually a bracket that comes out of the right side that protrudes out and doesn't allow the light bulb to be mounted there. Also, during my testing, I've noticed that it is brighter on the interior of the building if the bulb is mounted on the left side. So, to do that, we are going to place the bulb like this, put the tower down, alright, line it up, take one of your screws, screw it in. Okay, now I'm not going to tighten it all the way just yet. Alright, now let's go back to the right side. Screw the right side in. Alright, the bell tower is back in one piece. The final step is the front. And the reason why we do the front last is because the sides actually overlap. The sides of the front overlap the left and the right sides to give the building a nice, clean, uniform look. So the brick pattern goes all the way around, and this pattern right here goes all the way around. So let's take off the double-sided backing. Let's do the same thing on the front. Line up the two bottom holes and the top hole, or the window rather. Okay, make sure it's lined up on the side so it looks like a nice uniform even look. All right, now that the front is affixed, I'm just going to loosen this a little bit, push it toward the front, just to make it perfectly flush. All right, the left side's pretty good, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, and that's it. The panels are installed in the building, and after we install the panel, or the building rather, back into the game, then we will put the roof on. We're back at the machine here. I laid a rag on the playfield. That's to protect it so I don't scratch it. Lay this flat down on it, and what I'm going to do is reconnect the wire harness to this wire that I connected before, just so that I can easily pull it through the hole. It's a little hard because the hole is underneath the ramp, so this helps to just get the wire harness through. Alright, now we're going to go under the playfield and pull this wire harness through. I'm just going to feed it through here as much as I possibly can. Alright, let's go into the playfield. Before we pull the bell tower harness through, I'm going to hook up the illumination kit, which is an option. So the illumination kit comes with two bulbs, an LED red bulb and an LED white bulb. So there's two GI lights right here. On the left is red and on the right is white. So what I'm going to do is just hook it up to the red one, and I'm putting a red bulb in the bell tower. So first things first, you have to pull back this heat shrink a little bit. I will be soldering this later, but for the video I'm using the included alligator clips. So once you pull back that heat shrink, you're going to connect these alligator clips. The power is the red one, the hot one's the red one, and the black is the negative. Okay, so that is connected. Now I'm going to send this connection through this hole here, right underneath the target. Alright, and on the other side, the top side of the playfield, I just pulled it through, so I have it. Alright, you don't need too much slack. I included a 1 foot, 6 inch probably would have been okay, but in case you wanted to hook it up to a different GI bulb or something like that, I figured the more the merrier. Alright, so once that's connected, we are going to pull this wire harness through. On the top of the playfield, I'm just aligning the tower on top of the mount. Alright, I have this through, so let's connect it to where it belongs. Let's disconnect this wire. Alright, the wire harness is back together. We don't need this wire anymore. And now let's lower the playfield and start screwing the bell tower back in. Playfield's back down, so now it's time to put the tower back. First thing I'm going to do is connect the illumination kit. Alright, we're good. Now I'm going to slide the tower back over the mounting bracket. And these two holes is what connects the tower to the bracket, as you know. So I'm going to line these up. Start one of these screws. I'm not going to tighten it all the way yet. Put the other screw in. Straighten out the plate or the tower. And tighten. Now it's time for the roof. Line up the two holes on the sides. Put one screw in loosely. Put the other side in. Tighten them all the way now. Your FlipMods bell tower mod is officially done. The game is powered back on, and I'm currently in diagnostic mode because the GI lights are off in attract mode, and I want to test the light. As you can see, the light is illuminated, nice and bright. Everything is solid and straight. It looks good. Let's play it and test it out. It'll probably be pretty loud because the glass is off, but let's give it a try anyway. All right, everything is working the way it should. The bell tower is lit. Target underneath is working, and looks great. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, you can contact me at flipmods.com or you can find me at Pinside.